YTBC, what's the deal? So I was on BoxingScene.com earlier, and I seen that Amir Mansour has informed their website that his fight with Dominic Breazeale that was going to take place as the third heavyweight fight on that January 16th card on Showtime is now canceled. You're going to have Deontay Wilder versus Artur Spilka and Czar Glasgow versus Charles Martin. So the Mansour fight is off, Breazeale and Mansour, I know for them in their career right now, it's probably a disappointing last few months of this year. Going into, the first part of next year for those guys, their fight's been canceled. And then the fight before this was canceled. Mansour was supposed to take on Artur Spilka. He gets the title fight. And then Breazeale was going to take on Martin, and Martin leapfrogged him right into a title fight. So disappointing, but there are other fights out there to be made. Now, it's not confirmed or denied if they're going to carry on and try to go with this fight, Breazeale and Mansour, at a later date, or if they're going to go their separate ways. To me, I would like to see the fight. Mansour was just in there against a undefeated prospect, big, tall, strong guy against Gerald Washington. He was pressing that fight. So I wanted to see how he was going to handle this fight. Was he going to press it more? How was Breazeale going to react? Was he going to fight in the same manner that Washington did? Was he going to sit down on punches and, bring the fight to Mansour? So I want to see the, different dynamics play out in the fight. But if it's not going to happen, there are still some good, interesting fights out there. I would like to see Trevor Bryant get a shot at one of these guys. He just fought in September. He beat Derek Rossi. I know he works with Stacy McKinley. Some of you remember McKinley training Mike Tyson. So Breazeale and Mansour, if they don't fight each other, there's still some good fights. Shannon Briggs. Doesn't look like he's going to get a Vladimir fight anytime soon. Although I did see something today on TMZ. But news from TMZ, man. You don't know if it's to believe it or not. But for whatever it's worth, he said that he signed a contract to get a fight with Vladimir. Whatever, man. Vladimir's mind right now is solely on his Tyson Fury rematch and trying to iron out the kinks that he has and trying to get his title back. You know what I mean? And try to get his crown back. I don't think it's on fighting Shannon Briggs. But who's to say? Maybe they do have something on paper, Who knows? But Briggs, if he really wants to fight and he's willing, really trying to fight somebody and get a TV date, I can see him being on the PBC card against, a Stavern or Areola. Travis Kaufman is another name out there. Kaufman and Mansour be a good fight. Breazeale and Kaufman would be a good fight. Mansour and Trevor Bryant. Mansour seemed like he's willing to fight anybody. He's called out Deontay Wilder. According to some people, he priced himself out of that fight. According to Mansour, he accepted what they offered him. So I guess is who word do you believe, But Mansour seems like he's willing to take on the champ or take on whoever they think is the next hot best contender. He fought Washington. He was getting ready to fight Breazeale. I think he will fight Bryant. Breazeale looked like he was going to, step up and fight Mansour, somebody a level above him or perceived a level above him. So is he willing to step up and fight Stavern? Because Stavern will be perceived as a level above him. I would say Travis Kaufman. Some of you may disagree. Or we can go, north of the border, man. Let's get some of those guys in Canada. Oscar Rivas would be a good fight. Dylan Carmen. I would like to see some of these other guys get a shot. Let's not go backwards. Let's not get, Brian Minto or Jason Gavin or Paul Butlin. I don't think Mansour Breazeale should go backward. Now, if they got to go backwards to stay busy and stay in shape and stay active, okay, so be it. But I hope they don't, go months and months and then come back. Oh, yeah, Andre Fedosov. He's another guy. Throw him in there. I like to see him. I haven't seen him since the Boxino tournament. The guy, he actually fought Donovan Dennis. He is getting ready to fight on the Showbox card. He's getting ready to fight on the Showbox card against Jarrell Big Baby Miller. So, shit, Donovan Dennis's fight, you know what I mean? So, Andre Fedosov should get a fight. I mean, haven't seen him really in a high-profile fight since his loss to Brian Jennings. I like to see him get a good shot. He has a good chin, comes forward. He's going to bring the fight. He's not a guy that's going to go on his back foot and just try to hold or lay against the ropes. He's not a punching bag. He is a guy that will come to win the fight, kind of like a watered down Ruslan Chagayev almost. But there are some fights to be made, man. So hopefully Mansour and Breazeale don't sit out too long, because I want to see those guys fight. Just want to report that news to you guys, man. This fight's canceled, but there are some good fights still out there to be made. So hopefully these guys will be active in January or February. YTBC, I'm out.